As I sat in my comfy chair and listened to the troubles of one of my clients, whose name is Clarence Frank, a paranoid schizophrenic with psychotic delusions that are fueled by, rather than helped by, his many antipsychotic medications. My name is Dr. Fyodor Felix, and I've seen many cases of psychotic disorders, but this patient is beyond anything I've ever seen or even read of before. He's talking about how a race of interdimensional beings infected his mind with a virus that causes him to black out and do violent things, mostly of a homicidal nature. Recently, he killed 26 people in one night. 6 were in a fire he set, methodically done to ensure that no one would escape. 3 were in a bar's back alley. They were gay men lured by a promise of a good time and then strangled to death. 7 were prostitutes stabbed 7 times each. He claimed that it had to be the right number or his family would die horribly. 6 were homeless drunks, poisoned with gifts of tainted alcohol that killed them within 3 hours. The strangest, however, were the last 4. His 2 parents, his wife, and his son. His family that he claimed he was trying to protect by killing in the first place, which to me didn't make a bit of sense. When I asked him why he did it, he just said, "I did everything else they told me to do so that they wouldn't hurt my family. But even after I did everything I was told, they said that those people weren't even my real family, but imposters. They said that I had to kill the imposters, and only then would my family be safe. And I did so, and now they are, safe and sound. Mom, Dad, Margie, and Ben, yup, they're okay now, so it was all worth it, and I don't have to worry anymore. They come see me every night. They really are a good family, and Ben, he's such a good boy." At this point, I had to excuse myself, so I stood up. "Clarence, thank you so much, Doctor. The virus is gone. They said they would leave me alone now." With an uneasy nod, I replied to Clarence and said, "Well, that's good, Clarence." Then I left as soon as I was able. I felt sick, absolutely and totally sick. I saw what he did to his family. He used a titanium meat hammer. If it wasn't in the labels, I wouldn't even be able to tell who was who. As I left the room, 2 heavily muscled orderlies came in to get Clarence. I got out of their way and went on to the bathroom at a fast pace. I got there and I burst into a stall and threw up in a toilet. All the images flashed in my mind. I felt seriously ill. I needed to lay down. I got up to leave and did so as quickly as I dared. I passed out of the building and into my car, and then I drove home. When I got there, I opened the car door and I puked again. I avoided the mess and went into my house. I hit my bed, and shortly after, I was asleep. I had terrible nightmares with shadow people and images of death and slaughter. Never before have I had such horrible dreams, where around every corner was a whispering monster of death. I woke with a start, and I heard sirens of all kinds around me. Fire, police, and ambulance. There must have been something serious going on. I went to the window and peeked out. The street was in a panic of cop cars and medics, with fire trucks and smoking buildings. The urge to use the bathroom overcame my nosy neighbor issues, and I had to use the bathroom pretty bad anyway. I had enough on my mind as it was. I got to the bathroom and stood in the darkness feeling for the light switch. I hit it and the light overcame me and hurt my eyes. After a brief moment I could see. In the mirror I could see myself. I saw that I was covered in blood and ashes. I saw the image of myself wink at me and smile. And right as I began to wonder what exactly was going on, I heard a loud bang from downstairs and heard someone yell, "Police."